The Covid-19 pandemic has significantly disrupted the world, paralysing entire sectors of activity, limiting access to education, sports and culture, restricting science and triggering the spread of false information about the virus. This crisis has often had a greater impact on women and vulnerable people, further amplifying existing inequalities. In 2022, 2 years after the outbreak of the virus, UNESCO's Division for Internal Oversight Services conducted an evaluation of UNESCO's response to the Covid-19 pandemic to assess UNESCO's programmatic response to the challenges brought about by the crisis. This video aims to briefly present the key findings and recommendations of this evaluation. How did UNESCO react? Firstly, it mobilised its partners across the world. UNESCO brought together the highest state authorities to identify challenges and foster synergies to develop solutions to overcome them together. It established the Coalition for Education, which brings together over 200 partners to support universal access to education. It advocated for joint action to enable open and collaborative science across the world. UNESCO supported young researchers to understand the impact of the pandemic on youth and propose answers. It listened to professionals in the cultural and creative industries, urging them to put forward their ideas and exchange with decision-makers in the framework of the Resiliart debates. Because it is only through global and concerted action that we could usher in strong responses to the crisis. UNESCO then delivered training, to teachers in particular, to develop distance learning, but it also trained more than 9,000 journalists to strengthen their fact-checking skills for better information. As agile thinking and innovation enabled us to maintain and reinvent our activities. Finally, it produced and shared knowledge by sharing data on school closures and heritage site closures with member states, or by constantly promoting safety measures to protect yourself from COVID through awareness-raising campaigns, leveraging art, music or theatre, and audio messages broadcast in over 100 community radios. Indeed, information has been one of the most valuable prevention tools to fight the virus. Were these initiatives relevant and effective? Overall, yes. The evaluation found that UNESCO reacted very quickly, launching the majority of its initiatives within the first 3 months of the pandemic. These were highly relevant and useful, and some are likely to have induced positive change. This challenge allowed UNESCO to refocus its mandate and showcase its value to member states. It has also demonstrated an ability to adapt quickly and effectively, namely through the adoption of new digital tools such as webinars, online consultations and trainings like the Ocean Teacher Global Academy for Maritime Experts. These online initiatives have, however, not always been structured and thought through to create maximum impact. At times, connectivity issues have also hindered access for certain people. What lessons can be learned from this experience? The crisis has allowed for sound innovations such as virtual modalities, but their pros and cons need to be weighed up to ensure you achieve optimal results. Indeed, it remains the case that it is initiatives with a strong impact logic and based on UNESCO's comparative advantages, such as its convening power, that are the most likely to produce significant results. Thus, the evaluation has issued several recommendations to implement in the future. UNESCO should sustain the useful change that resulted from this crisis. Continue using relevant virtual formats in UNESCO programs, but take additional measures to ensure their effectiveness. And further strengthen the Global Education Coalition as a sustainable multi-stakeholder partnership. To learn more about this evaluation, visit our website.